What up, Telethia? Oh, damn, we got a first today. Holy. What are you up to? Second. What up, Dizzy? How you doing? Oh, today's a hell of a day. Luckily, I slept incredibly great. One thing I've noticed, chat, is whenever I'm sleep deprived from being hungover and drunk, the following night I sleep like in the most heavenly way imaginable. Don't know why. I guess it's because I just like absolutely fucking dehydrate my brain. Let's say I have a shitty idea for the homework. What is it? Is it literally toilet paper on top of shit? I'll allow it. I just want it better be good. I'll get started tonight. You'll see, baby. Ooh, I'm both scared and excited. It's gonna be a wild homework assignment. Damn. Don't make me regret giving people freedom of what the hell, free will, you know, on the subject matter. I posted my art before. It's not great. It's fine. I'm joking, by the way. It doesn't have to be good. I don't give a shit. Do you want me to lie to you and tell you it's good? I'll do that. For you, dude, I'll do it. He's gonna ban you if it's bad? No, only you, Victoria. New rule, no bad artists. Ugh. So how's everybody doing today? I today have had a very frustrating day. A while ago, I told you guys I was getting a new job. And then I kept getting like stonewalled and stonewalled and stonewalled until eventually they were like, actually, we can't even fund that position anymore. So now you're not getting it. Yay! But the silver lining is no one is. And I was like, oh, fucking goddamn it. So I'm still on my same current job indefinitely for now. At least I'm employed. So hopefully you guys are having a better day than me. That's why I was. That's why my stream title says I'm grr. I'm angry, dude. What are you guys up to today? What are you up to today, Telesia, Dizzy, Victoria? You guys have a good day? You get some good sleep? Good thing my Peppa was sent by Van Gogh himself. Did you send a Peppa Pig? Work, work, work. Yeah, get after it, dude. I reworked this a little bit. I basically changed everything, to be quite honest. This is what I think it looked like before the previous stream. It looked like this, and I was like, nah, that ain't it. That ain't working. So we changed it all up. Well, yes, and Boba asked if I was drunk when I drew it. Okay, I gotta see this Peppa Pig now. Where'd you post it? You make me scroll up forever? Boba rude as hell? Yeah. That's like his role, though, you know? He's like, he's my sassy mod, you know? Oh, where's the Peppa Pig, dude? I'm looking. I can't find it. I want the Peppa Pig now. Give me the Peppa Pig, Victoria. I command it. Please. I sent you Peppa. Beautiful. Can I share it with the class, or is this for my eyes only? You've been doing translations since 8 a.m.? Damn, dude. I don't know what time it is where you are, but that sounds horrible. I can't remember what, if you're, like, American or not. I have that Peppa interaction screenshot. Damn. Okay, I'm gonna make a mental note that everybody leaks each other's DMs. Last time I sent my dick. Sorry, you guys ruined it for everyone. My little snack is staying in the wrapper. Almost midnight. Since 8 a.m.? Dude, that's 14 hours. Is it? No, it's 16 hours. Why you translate? What do you translate? What language are you translating from and to? English to French? Based. How you doing, Otter? How you doing? You having a good day, dude? Hopefully better than me. I'm tilted as hell. My employer's been pissing me off. This arm's a little long. My teacher hung Peppa up now. She haunts me. Damn. Should I do that? Should I put Peppa up right here in the corner? Will you allow it, Victoria? Can I put Peppa up on screen? Or is it a DM drawing only? It's a beautiful illustration. It really captures the essence of what's going on with the Peppa world and the Peppa universe, you know? You should be proud. You can put Peppa up. Hell yeah. Ooh, I didn't mean to do the canvas flip. Sorry. I'll at you. We gotta give credit to the artist, you know? Where the hell? At. Why does my brush feel so grayed out? I do translations for Pokemon Auto Chess from English to German. Have been in the community for a bit and waned to contribute it. And waned and wanted to contribute to it. Oh, that's really fucking cool, dude. Auto Chess? What the hell is Pokemon Auto Chess? I'm gonna Google this now. Pokemon Auto Chess. Pokemon Auto Chess. Non-profit, open source, all rights to the Pokemon Company. Alright. Pokemon Auto Chess. Is it like a game? I guess. It's chess, right? There is a Pokemon Auto Chess. This seems like a whole world that I've never actually like known about. This is interesting. Heard of Teamfight Tactics? That is Auto Chess. I have not heard of it. But it looks like a turn-based tabletop style Pokemon game. Do they pay you to do that, or do you just volunteer and now you're like wasting your entire day just doing a translation? Not gonna lie, the only Pokemon I know is Pokemon Go. What about the original? You don't know like the friggin' normal games, dude? Are you really that young? Pokemon Go to the polls. That's such a good bit, dude. No, it's voluntary. Would be rich by now then? Damn. You are committed. Remind me to let you know if I have free labor I need to get done. Why is my computer lagging? What is happening? My friggin'. Am I gonna lose internet in 2 seconds? No, I don't think so. Maybe I will. I may be about to DC, guys. Okay, maybe not. We'll see. Dude, what is this song? This is so edgy. I don't want to listen to this. Okay. I still blame Clinton for killing Pokemon Go for me. I'd be curious to know, like, the day after she said that, if there was like a massive like drop in playing the game, because it was incredibly cringe. It was a nice try. Otter says I gave myself a nice weekend. How are you? I'm chilling. I'm containing my rage right now, but otherwise I'm good. Otter, I guess you know this contextually. Like the job I was promised was yanked away from me recently, and so now I'm no longer gonna be doing that job. So I'm still stuck in my same old job, which is fine. I'm not unemployed, but it is incredibly annoying to be given a verbal offer for a position and then have it yanked away. But so I got rug pulled a little bit. Snacky, hey you know what's funny, NFT? You're the only one who calls me Snacky, and it's like a pet name, dude. It's like you're the other straight man here calling me by pet names, dude. No, I'm not saying I hate it. Nah, this hand's got to be a little bit better. I could do better. I can stop anytime you want. I don't care, dude. It's fine. Don't worry. Pokemon Go's been dying all on its own. Niantic got stupid greedy. Yeah, that has like Pokemon Go has to be one of the biggest fumbles in like Pokemon history, dude. It's crazy. Should I stop calling you Daddy, or does that not count as a pet name? At this point, everybody calls me whatever they want, dude. It doesn't matter to me. You wouldn't be the first to call me Daddy. Hey, baby. What up, Yeti? How you doing? If you don't work in healthcare, you should, because the therapeutic communication goes crazy here. Does it? Am I theraputizing? I don't fucking know. Am I being a therapist? Is that what it is? Or am I being the patient right now? Look, man, you guys don't know my name, so I could just I could bitch and moan all I want about my entire life. No skin off my back. And if you do know my name, we're gonna pretend you don't. Okay? It's not an invitation to say it. Oh, shut up, Zach. Yeah. I'm okay, thanks. I'm about to go sleep. All right, Yeti. Well, I appreciate you stopping by. You just came by for the gay level. Is that it, Yeti? You just gotta check how gay you are today and then peace out. How is everybody? I'm chilling. I gotta get myself in a drawing mindset right now. That's all. Let's fuse these layers. I'll stay for a bit. Hell yeah. I wanted to be a therapist, actually. Oh, yeah? There was probably a short, brief period of time where I considered it too. I mostly wanted to work in medicine before. Well, As an alternative to the other career paths I've taken, right? If I could go back to school, it would probably be in medicine of some kind. Be a medical illustrator. I have a friend who was trying to do that actually. It I don't know. I don't know how much it pays. I do wonder. God bless medical illustrators. I love when we get to collab. Do you get to collab a lot with medical illustrators? What would they do exactly? I guess they would just ask you like if this makes sense based off all the freaking dead people you've seen and cadavers you've looked at. Where's my glass of water? Oh. Victoria's built different. A friend showed me a photo of her cut, and I literally passed out. I'm so fucking bodybuilding like brain, dude. You said cut, and I was like, what? Like she showed you herself at like 15% body fat. Like, what do you mean? That made you pass out? I don't know why my brain thought that. I slept well last night. I should know better. Usually, I ask them to draw me or a patient something so I can explain slash understand easily. They ask you to draw you or a patient? Oh, okay. I mean, shucks, Otter, share with the class. This cat's a bit zesty today? Yo. What you up to later? Sleeping. Not with men. Despite what the prompt may say. At least not several men. Just one man. In one bed. Me. Babe, what makes you think I kept that? What are you talking about? Oh, a picture of the cut. Oh, is that what you want? You're asking for a picture of the cut? Damn, fuck. This is Chris Wright? I guess it is. Holy shit, dude. Your name is very specific. Right on the money, dude. Thank you. Welcome to the Wolf Pack, big dog. How's it going? Ow! I've been practicing my woos, guys. I don't. My voice doesn't crack no more. Haha, hell yeah. Love this illustration so far, man. Oh, appreciate it, big dog. Thank you. Thank you. I don't even know where we came a long way on this one. I think this was our previous version, and I didn't like it, and then, we've iterated from there. I think we had another one. This was, like, way early on, when it was, like, super rough. Why is it over here? Started off pretty rough, and we just sort of tied down. I'm taking a different direction with it now. So we've gone from that to this to now this. And I think this is the direction. I think I like the big poofy red. I guess not red. It's white hair. I don't know why I said red there. Chris, I love your drawings. This is Chris Wright draw. Let me take a little looky poo. I'm gonna be a little internet sleuth here. Let's see. Ooh, we do got some drawings. Hell yeah. I'm gonna peep your Instagram. Damn! I love that. That's sick, dude. Let me pull something up here. Unless you don't want me to. But I'm I wanna share it if I can. I really like the texture. Let's see. Speak now or forever hold your peace, because I'm about to freaking share your Instagram and blow your ass up to the dozen or so people watching this. Promote the boy. Oh, we gonna promote the shit out of this guy. Okay, fine. There you go. Where is it? Where the fuck is it? There we go. There it is. Look at this shit. Oh, I flipped it. Let me flip my canvas. Look, man, as a Canadian, I don't know if this is a goose. It's some sort of creature that strikes fear into my heart. As a Canadian dude, geese terrify the shit out of me. This is not quite a goose. It looks like something. Something goose adjacent. You know, I'm not a bird guy really, so I can't really tell you whether it's a goose or not. But all I know is my freaking cortisol levels are spiked right now looking at this. But it looks sick, dude. I love the texture. Like, what do you use, like a paper texture or something? And then it looks like a fancy brush. Or do you just block it in and then apply the texture retroactively? I'm curious. What's the process like? Thank you. I haven't posted in a minute. That's okay, dude. I'm notorious for posting once a month. So, you know, my chat gives me shit all the time. It's fine. Smash the goose or the girl? Please be specific. Please say the girl. Please say the girl. Please say the girls. Snack already ate my care friend. Don't take my bird friend. Oh, okay. So you're finna smash the bird, huh? I didn't know you got down like that, dude. That's crazy. Maybe I should take this off of the. Actually, let me put his at before I do that. I'm gonna put his at up here. What we got? It's so easy to remember. This is Chris. Right. That's not a clear S. That's not a clear S. I'm running out of room. Shit, I'm running out of room. GHT. Hell yeah, dude. Looks sick. I love it. What was I doing before that? I don't remember. I don't remember. We're gonna leave that up there. We're gonna leave Victoria's beautiful Peppa Pig drawing up as well. You can go follow Victoria nowhere because I don't think she has social media. I think I just put her Twitch name there real quick. But yeah, dude, you go pencil, flats, texture over top, and then color with more texture brushes. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's a good process. I don't know what my process is. I'm always changing it. Right now I'm just straight up raw dogging a single brush on everything. Probably not the best way to go about it. Seems to be working though. Uh-oh, I have the hiccups. That needs a little bit more form, I think. That booby looks like it's has a little bit more form to it. Oh, but yeah, dude. I guess welcome to the community. You know, I mostly come on here, doodle. I'm probably complaining about my life and everything in it 90% of the time. That's not true. I don't bitch and moan that much. Today I'm bitching and moaning though, but you know, typically I don't bitch and moan too much. And then occasionally we, you know, finish drawings. Occasionally we finish drawings. Most of the time I'm just iterating infinitely, and I get one drawing done every like few weeks. I wish I drew faster. I just don't. I could. I just, you know, I get frustrated. I don't want to phone it in. You know, I gotta make sure it's right. It's gotta feel right. We'll figure out the hand later. I gotta take some new references. Sounds like every other stream. What do you mean? Me bitching and moaning, dude? No, man. I don't bitch and moan too much. Okay, I'm just gonna focus on the hair right now because it's probably all I'm gonna really get done today. Is this like general area here? We'll just get a little wild with it. I kind of have like a general shape to it. That's sort of what I'm thinking about right now. But I mean, the individual strands and stuff, I'm not gonna get too in the weeds on it. You know. He talks about poop and gets mad at hands. This is true. I do that on occasion. I apologize in advance if you use cheap ass ASMR. Dude, people love my ASMR. It's my most viewed clip. One of them. Actually, I don't even know. One of my most viewed clips is like makes no sense to me. Sorry, I've been absent from the class for a while. What have you been working on, Snack? Turbo Babes, obviously. The Turbo Babe arc continues. If she's Babelicious, we're drawing her, dude. And in this case, we're doing evil vampiric Turbo Babes. Notice the fangs. I know they're hard to miss, but you know you can't miss if you look too fast. And so right now I'm you know Just battling this drawing. Gee, how silly of me. Of course. Like when you got your homeroom teacher to kill half the class period talking about football? I'm sorry. There was no punctuation there. I have no idea what the hell I just read. Like when you got your homeroom teacher to kill half the class, the half the class period talking about football. Oh, you're talking about me being the teacher and the football stories being the poop stories. Got it. Okay, I got it. Yeah, dude, I'm a little bit of a yeah. I'm a little. I suffer from yaponitis or whatever. I don't know. I drink a little yappuccino every now and then. Sue me. Whatever, dude. At least I talk. This whole area is feeling weird to me. I really want to rework it. Nah, it does kind of have to wrap, but it needs to wrap with a little bit more form. They would wrap and then it would straighten out, right? And probably be something more like that. A yappuccino? Yeah, dude. Yaptastic. Yapamanjaro. Yeah, no one talks. There are a lot of art streamers that don't talk. Okay? I wonder if Chris has normal Google or NFT snag Google. Victoria, we're not doing this, Chris. Don't whatever this girl tells you to look up. Don't. Okay, I've made that mistake on stream before. Not thank God I wasn't sharing my screen, but okay. For context, a while ago, this girl was Victoria, or as I like to call her, Victorian Ikolek. Okay, Victorian Ikolek was trying to tell me that she suspects that I look like a gentleman. Okay, talking while drawing sounds unproductive. What up, Worry? How you doing, big dog? Speaking of people who talk while drawing, how's it going, dude? How are those neck muscles going? I'm covering them up with like a cute little thing that I haven't figured out, like a little ripply little feathery little thing. So I'm not gonna have to worry about it. That's the solution on that one. What was I saying? I was saying Victoria at a certain point was like speculating on what I could possibly look like, and she was like, "I think you look like the dude from this company," and then she named indescript company, mysterious company. Okay, except she didn't say mysterious company. She said the exact name of the company, but did not mention that it's a hardcore porn company. Okay, and so I fucking looked it up, dude. Because I'm like, do I look like this guy? I wonder. And my entire Google Images was just fucking blasted with girls getting absolutely fucking plowed and raw dog left and right, dude. It was a fucking, it was a bloodbath, dude. Crazy style. Dude was going gorilla mode on all these chicks. All over my fucking Google Images, dude. So don't trust the thing this girl ever says, alright? She's gonna lead you astray, alright? Don't trust her. Trust me and don't look it up. And no, I don't look like him. So there's no point, okay? Look, if you guys got a goon, you got a goon, dude. But I encourage you, goon while I'm live, you know? Make me profit off your gooning, at least. If you need a couple ooh-woos here and there, look, maybe I'll deliver, okay? I ain't ghouly. I'll deliver. Oh, what else is happening? I mean, hypothetically, I would assume this person said the actor's name. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You were like, look this shit up. And I was like, oh, all right, I'll look this shit up. And then I was like, holy fuck, dude. It's crazy. My little virgin eyes, bro. You knocked me right into adulthood. Oh my god. And now Snack looks it up every night before he sleeps? No, I can't. I try to forget it. I'm a feminist, dude. When I have sex, guys, for the first time ever, I'm doing missionary only. And I'm never breaking eye contact. I want to make sure that she knows that I'm in love and I care. Aren't you 35 or something? Fuck you, NFT. Aren't you like fucking 12, dude? Don't I have to ban your ass for being underage in my community? Mods, truly a progressive champion. I am. I am, dude. The most progressive. Kick cut, just showing up for the dick rating. That's like my favorite thing, too. When people just show up. Yeah, get his ass, NFT. Get his ass. I'm 18, good sir. It's called Lemon Party. Nobody looked that up, by the way. That is like a notorious like millennial fucking like bait. That shit was like early internet days. Do not look up Lemon Party. None more progressive. Truly. Truly, guys. I'm freaking turbo woke, dude. Off to Google I go. I don't think it's gonna be your brand. That's what a 15-year-old would say. I've heard him talk. I've been in Discord calls with him. His balls have definitely dropped. So he's safe. I do really love when people come in here though and just roll the dick rating, and it's like one of my favorite things. I love it. Like first things first, I gotta see if I'm fucking slanging today, dude. I've drawn 3 hairs since I started streaming. Okay, let me do a little more work. Lemon Party refers to an early 2000s shock website featuring an image of 3 elderly men having sex. At least you only looked up the Wikipedia article. Holy geriatric sex. Guys. Can I get in trouble for this? I don't know. I'm blaming you guys, alright? I'm throwing you all under the bus. I don't condone this. There's a lot of horrible shit from the early 2000s, dude. I'd like slanging this beast to the gays today. Damn, 77% gay. Chill out, bro. You're maxing out. About to go Super Saiyan. Super Slaying, dude. I'll mail you some bleach. Thanks. I actually do need more bleach. I was, dude, I missed, guys, I fucking fumbled such an opportunity to talk with a couple little cuties in my elevator the other day. I fucked it up so hard. So I just came back from getting groceries. Not groceries, sorry. Cleaning products. Okay? And I had a bottle of Lysol in my hand and like 2 other things of like Mr. Clean, I think, like some countertop cleaner or whatever. And these 2 girls are in my elevator. And they're looking directly at my bottle, and they're like, oh, that reminds me, I gotta get Lysol. And I was stun locked, dude, because I'm a dumbass. When a hot girl's talk to me, I just like my brain shuts down. So I didn't say anything and just stood there awkwardly. Well, first of all, in my defense, I didn't even realize I was holding a bottle of Lysol. Okay. It's not that I lack Riz IRL. It's that I didn't make the connection that I was holding a bottle of Lysol. Okay? I wasn't paying attention to the brand. I just needed a cleaner of some sort. Okay? Damn, dude, standing there awkwardly is also my move. The worst is when you're with friends and you're on the elevator, right? And you guys are just talking, you're vibing, you're chilling or whatever, and then the elevator stops at a floor and just like the hottest girl you've ever seen gets on, and your entire friend group gets quiet. It's the most fucking awkward thing in the world. Anyways, look, I'm a 30-year-old man, okay? I can have handled rejection. I know how to talk to women. I didn't make the connection I was holding a bottle of Lysol, so I didn't tell them it was on sale. That would have been my in, dude, because they were two for $9. Okay? I could have told these beautiful babes and sold them, saved them a couple bucks in this tragic economy that we live in. I would have been their hero. But no, I didn't realize I was holding a bottle of Lysol. And then I scurried off the elevator quietly. And they probably thought I was insane. They were probably like, wow, that guy's a friggin' coward, dude. Ladies, if you're listening and you recognize my voice by the lack of speaking that I did, just know I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you. No one's gonna help her? Wow. So world we live in. So world we live in indeed. That reminds me, I gotta get your number. My number? I don't give that out. I don't give that out. Not freely, anyways. He was the dog that ran off the elevator. Oh, woof woof. That guy definitely a virgin. You think they said that? They mean they? You think they think I'm pure like that, dude? Yeah, yeah. Unlike this barcode on this Lysol bottle, my number is actually this. And here you go. You can have it. Feel free to text me whenever you want, ladies. There's enough room for both of you at my place. I don't have a bed frame or anything, but I've got a very comfortable floor mattress. You'll love it. And one couch. And like, I have the most masculine apartment, dude. I have a couch now, but my layout is incredibly masculine. It's like it's like this, okay? And there's a room here. It's like a room there, and then a little bathroom here, and then my kitchen is here, and then my couch is here. Okay? This is my couch. And then my desk where I'm sitting right now is right here. And then behind me there's just a fucking squat rack, bro. There's like a squat rack with like a stack of plates like over here and then a bunch of like bands and barbells. And then I have a closet too here. And then my bed is just here. Just no bedside table. My clothes is in two boxes from when I moved in September. I've just been using them as it's like a dresser, dude. It's sick. I love it. R/male living spaces. I would definitely not qualify as gay if they saw my apartment in that one. That male living space sub, a lot of the time, like they'll post their place, and if it's really nice, they'll put like not gay or like totally gay. So there's a goon cave. Is there a whole apartment in the goon cave? Dude, I'm at the goon cave, dude. I'm at the fucking masturbation station right now. You guys get to both my work office and my stream office and my goon pod are both one and the same. Don't worry, I checked that I'm offline. All right. And besides, I never goon. I know my grandmas in heaven are watching me. You know, I'm Christian Catholic, so I can't have that kind of heat on me. You know, so I just don't go anywhere near that. I'm freaking chastised up, dude. I locked it up and I threw away the key. We're playing it safe, dude. Don't worry, Jesus. And now your grandmas are watching you lie? Nah, dude. They know I'm good for it. NFT has the key, I bet. Nuh-uh. NFT, you're too young for me, dude. I'm not gonna fuck you. It's not gonna happen. Okay. I don't like the way I did the texture on this. What key? What key? Nobody tell him, please. Just let him keep his innocence a little bit. I feel like the amount of shit we've taught NFTs through this stream is fucking horrible. I feel so guilty. Okay, this is looking a little weird. Do I just go do I do fabric over boobs or do I just go straight boob? Straight boob is good. That's a lot of cleavage, you know. Nah, we'll go fabric. We'll go fabric. Keep it modest. NFT, I'll tell you when you're older. All right, pause, guys. I gotta go. I gotta go take a freaking heavy ass piss, and then I gotta refill my water bottle. I'll be right back. I started taking vitamin D supplements the other day. Okay, insert jokes about me taking vitamin D supplements. I know they're coming. Uh, but no, seriously, I started taking vitamin D supplements. Except I didn't have like a scheduled time of day that I was taking the vitamin D supplements, so I'd forget when I took them. And like each drop is like 5,000 IU's or 2,500 IU's, which is basically half the daily dose. So, and I'm supposed to take two in a single sitting. So I always forget. So now I've scheduled the time because I forget what time I take them or if I've even taken them. I don't want to friggin' overdose on vitamin D. I don't know. Can you die off vitamin D? Probably. Oh, now the slacker shows up. He's always there, dude. He's around. He's creeping. Me and you are gonna fight in the parking lot, Boba. I don't care what Victoria says. You're the best. I literally said I'm loyal to my husband, Boba Dizzy. What do you mean? How are you gonna make me go outside? Yeah, yeah. Boba, you could probably use some vitamin D supplements. They're not that expensive. Then you'll never have to leave your house again. Nah, this doesn't work. This doesn't make any sense. Her torso's turning like this. Okay. Let's get a better shape here. It's a little scratchy down here. I don't need no vitamins for my D. All right, bro. Whatever. All right. You keep it au natural then. What would you say if I told you my vitamin D results came back at 9? Oh, did you actually? You took a test? I just assume I'm deficient. I live in Canada. It's fucking like the sun is non existent like half the year. It just makes sense. Okay, let me tie down the hair on a like proper layer here. I think my issue right now is that the hair is not. It's like unkempt. I gotta start committing some lines here a little bit, I think. So let's lighten this up, and then we'll do a new layer. Georgia is 100% sunlight, so I go to great lengths to avoid it. Okay. It's gonna take forever, dude. So much hair. There's gotta be a better way to do this. My levels drop like every time I get them drawn. Oops. Kinda wild though, because I take an insane amount of Vit D and get IV infusions. Do you really? So does it just like run through you? The D just runs through you, dude? Is that what you're telling me right now? Am I wasting my money? Should I just be deficient all the time? Since my homeless arc ended, oops, not homeless, unemployed. Close enough. One step off, but it's like a gateway drug to being homeless. I gotta go sleep. All right, go sleep, dude. Get some freaking honk shoes in. All right. I appreciate you coming out. My doctor called me specifically to shame me and give me that super duty vitamin D pill that I had to take once a week for over a month. Damn. I think you have to saturate your body with vitamin D. I think it's like I picture it like a fucking video game meter where like there's like capacity to it. You have to like load it up. So you gotta fill it up with the D, right? And if you're here and you stop taking it, then it'll go down over time, right? Like you have to saturate all of your body with vitamin D for you to be able to. You need like a good consistent dosage. I don't know. Look, I draw cartoons on the internet. Okay, I'm no genius here, but this is what I understand. I refuse this nickname with all my heart. What's his nickname? What is his nickname? Boo your doctor. Thank you for teaching me new things, guys. I love her. You're welcome, Enema Boy. Okay. Don't worry. I won't call you Enema Boy. Unless you want me to, but I won't do it. Whoa, was it? What the fuck? Was it red? Vitamin D's rough and everyone's deficient, to be honest. Well, I won't be soon. I'm gonna be the freaking most D'd up man on the planet, dude. I'm gonna start glowing sunlight. Watch. It'll happen. Go night night chastity, man. Yeah, yeah. Tell him. This is also a little unclean here. I gotta clean this whole shit up. Just don't overdose because no one knows how to handle that, and you will die. Sounds peaceful. I plan on killing myself in ways that are less dumb than a vitamin D overdose. Okay. That's a joke, by the way. I don't plan on killing myself. I just mean like I meant to say if I die, it'll be in a way that is way less, probably hopefully way less dumb than a vitamin D overdose. Like at least make it a car crash or something, you know? Something quick. Can I get a UV lamp for myself? If reptiles can use them, why can't I? I mean, you can. You're not gonna die. Okay, there's one stupid strand of hair. God, it's so annoying to do these stupid little curlies. I gotta clean this up. Clean this up. Oh. Also, in my defense, I laid on a bed for 8 weeks after healing from surgery. I miss those days of just elevated legs and HBO. That does sound pretty nice. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. Love a good surgery resting period. Can't wait for my next one. I've had 5 operations in my life, guys. I don't know how I'm still alive. If this was like medieval times, I'd actually be unironically dead. Or very cross-eyed, at least. Victoria, you gave me the dumbest idea for a drawing. More than your toilet paper poop study. Hint, a superhero and his sidekick. Oh, shit. We got Moonlight Suki. Fuck. Welcome, big dog. Welcome. Welcome to the Wolf Pack. We're freaking wolves here, dude. Not furries though. We're just wolves. I'm trademarking it. Don't worry. Your innocence is safe, sort of. Oh my god, hi. Oh my god, dude. Hi. How you doing, Tsuki? Should I call you Moonlight or should I call you Tsuki? Or I could just say your full name, but I mean that's like we could get a little bit more informal maybe. What up, Thrust? How you doing, big dog? How was Roblox the other day? Did you win? Did you beat all the 10-year-olds and make them cry? You can call me Tsuki. No problem. I salute thee, Tsuki. Take a little sip. So why Tsuki? You like moons? Is that it? Are you a moon lover? Your art style's so good. Help? You want help? We got a. This is a good segue into a little bit of an ad segment. We got a Discord. The link is in my bio. We have a critiques channel, and if you post your art, I will more than happily, give you a live critique when I'm live. Obviously, yeah. And to be clear, guys, just to reiterate, tons of new people joining today. We are an 18 plus community, right? So you know, age. What's the max age? I don't know, Thrust. How old are you? Just kidding. I mean, look, if you can make it past 100, I don't want to be exclusionary to the 105-year-old people, you know? And yes, I love moons. That's good. You love moons. What's the kanji for Tsuki? I think it's like this, and like this and this. Is that it? Or is that sun? No, this is sun. I'm 20, so there's no problem. You're fine, dude. Welcome to the Wolf Pack. No max age, but NFT will bully you. Born in 2005. Dude, that is fucking wild, dude. It's crazy to think you motherfuckers are post 9/11 babies, dude. It's unthinkable to me. It's so weird. You guys should be like drooling and pooping right now. Like, you shouldn't be sentient living creatures that work among us. Absolute insanity. 2004, still. I repeat, I stand my ground. I got something for NFT if he bullies me. Well, keep that between you and NFT's DMs. I don't need to know. Okay, don't incriminate me. 2003 gang? Oh my god, dude. I'm gonna become a 22 plus community. They dodged the teachers showing us live footage of the towers in the classrooms. They sent me home. Like when the towers were struck. They sent me home. So I don't really remember much. I was like 6 at the time. Actually, how old would I have been in 2001? I would have been 7. I would have been 7. 1994 gang, represent, dude. 1994 is where it's at. Just saying. Yo, Otter, that makes 3. Oh yeah, Dizzy is literally born 2 days after me. You're in a whole other country and these motherfuckers sent you home? I mean, like, yeah, dude. Our country still, like, shares a border with yours. New York is pretty fucking close to Canada, alright? We didn't know what the fuck was happening. I'm a November baby. Babe. Is babe your new Pookie? Babe is your replacement word for Pookie? Is that it? Oh shit, I'm drawing on the wrong layer. I'm such a bad boy. Damn. Join the Discord? Hell yeah, Tsuki. We love to see it. Now I can spam you with announcements. I can let you know that I'm going live. We're doing it live, baby. Dizzy, whose side are you on here? To be fair, a ton of planes got rerouted to Canada. That's true. Was it Nova Scotia that took in basically all of the planes? There was like some small town that took a bunch of them in. It was like a crazy story. They're basically just like being housed in a lot of I want to say it was Nova Scotia. I can't remember. It could have been like New Brunswick. It was one of the maritime ones. Yeah, but don't say America in 2025 who hates Canada and wants to crash into them. Lots of people hate Canada these days, it seems like. And I won't say who. I know we can't say who. That's just the dumb half of the country. Yeah. No comment, guys. You guys like trade wars? I don't. What character are you drawing? I have no idea. I just made her up. She's from my brain. She doesn't exist anywhere. So she's just a figment of my imagination. This is not. I guess you could call it an OC, I guess, but I feel like OCs deserve a little bit more lore. You know, they deserve a backstory. It's always it's a. I've talked about this on stream before, but it's a pet peeve of mine when people say OCs because to me an OC is special. It's something that's been developed and worked at for a long period of time. You know its lore, you know its history, you know everything. If you draw a face, you know that you've never drawn before, that's never been drawn before, is it an OC? Or is it just like a face you've never drawn before? You know? I don't know. You tell me. She needs a name? Alright, Suki, what do you want it to be? The idea is kind of like she's kind of like a little witch character. We're going kind of aesthetically, I'm thinking like pilgrimage time period maybe. Like early, what would that be? Like 1750s-ish? Something like that? Whatever you call her, that'll be her name. Within reason. Within lots of reason though. I'm pretty flexible. History nerd. Is it 1750 that the pilgrims were a thing? Pilgrim era. 1620. Well, whatever. I was off by 100 years. That's when my ancestors immigrated to Canada, dude. For some reason, she has the face of a Karina. Okay. Well, here's what we'll do. We'll call her. We'll rename the file Karina. Where the hell did I save the other one? There you go. Yeah, it's called Karina. Karina is so modern though. Whatever, dude. Stop talking shit. Let them have their Karina. What in the hell? I got the First Amendment. I'll talk my shit, maple syrup boy. Mods timer ass out. I'm just kidding. Don't do it. Don't do it. She can talk shit if she wants. But just know I can time your ass out. By the way, your playlist is right leaning arrow, 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 right leaning arrow. Oh, thanks, dude. I've never seen that compliment before in my life. I'm a young millennial. I understand. I know what I know Kent has cheeseburger, okay? Are you that old? You're literally my age, bro. Yeah, we're young millennials. Right leaning arrow. What is it called? The friggin' alligator mouth? What do you call that? It's the pound sign, dude. Yeah. More than, greater than. I gotta tie this down a little bit. Hashtag old man. No, it's not a fucking hashtag. It's the pound sign, dude. You kids, man. I'm gonna age gate my community again. I'm gonna kick half of you guys out. By the end of this, it'll be anybody 28 and up. Pound old man. Yeah. That's what I did to your mom last night. No, but your mom is. Is that a reference to Lemon Party or whatever the thing was? If we don't mention that, please, God, no. You were all over Lemon Party. I was not. You're the one who recommended it. Guys, I'm friggin' I told you, dude, I'm pure. I don't have impure thoughts. My chastity belt is cranked to maximum settings right now. I got 3 locks on it, dude. I clang around when I move. Okay? You guys think that's my keyboard in the background. It's not. It's my freaking chastity belt. You would take longer for your pee breaks if that was true. No. I've got like it's one of those you know those devices that they use in stores to stop people from stealing? The things that like it looks like this kind of. It's got like a little nipple on it, and then they put a thing on it to like unlock it. I have one of those on my chastity belt, and I keep it in the bathroom, so it's quick access. You give our critiques, right? Sure do. Oh, you posted something? Oh, very nice. Very nice. Let's pull it up. Let's see what we got here. We got really, really, really good stuff, first of all. Your rendering is way better than mine because I literally never render. So, it's not, I mean, the feedback I'm going to give, I feel like your structure is like really, really strong. So I think a lot of the feedback that I would give would probably come down to maybe some structural stuff. Like I'm seeing some stuff with this back eye here that I think could be improved. So let's see. Let's get into it. Let's reduce the opacity on this a little bit. So what I would say is one thing that's happening right now that I see as a little bit of an issue here, just a very minor issue, is that your eyeball is tangenting a little bit towards the. It's almost kind of. So what I mean by tangenting is if you have a surface, right? I need a better color. If you have a surface and another object or shape or form or whatever is touching that surface, this contact point here is a tangent. Okay. You can think of it as like a T, right? If something's touching, it's tangenting. Tangenting is kind of a big no-no in art. It removes appeal from drawings. You want separation of form as much as you can across most pieces of an illustration. And in this particular case, you're not exactly tangenting. Like the edge is there and the eye's technically there. So there is a space. But the space is so small that I would consider it a tangent. And so one thing I would do is I would probably pull this cheekbone out a little bit. And another thing I typically do, and you'll notice it in a lot of my drawings, is right where this corner hits here. See how this corner hits? It lines up with the corner of the eye. Okay? And then this corner of the eye, typically, right now the head's on a tilt, so there's an angle to it. But if I line up the bottom of the eyelid, the bottom of the pupil here with the bottom of the pupil here, these should also more or less line up. It might not be perfect, but it's going to be pretty close. This could actually be a little bit bigger, right? And then, if we're looking at this, she's squinting like her eye. She's intentionally lifting it, so it's not going to line up perfectly. But if it were completely open, it would line up down here. So these are just sort of things that I keep in mind also, right? Brows work as well. Different facial expressions make it a little bit hard to do that. But in your so your girl's eyebrows obviously are not going to line up because she's pushing the expression. So that's something that you can keep in mind. But you're pretty lined up here with everything. So the biggest thing I would say is I would pull the cheekbone out here. I would maybe also lower the. Would I lower the eye? You've got a high corner here, and so you got to match it on that side. I'm thinking. There's a volume issue that I'm seeing with the eye. I think if you lowered the eyelid, I know your goal is to have her sort of like do like a squinty eye type of thing, but that's still very, very subtle. Usually that happens more with the top eyelid. Like if you squint right now, your top eyelid is probably going to have a lot more movement to it than your bottom eyelid. Your bottom eyelid tends to move a little bit less in general than your top eyelid. Your top eyelid has most of the mobility. So I'd bring this up like that. Just pull the cheekbone out a little bit. Everything else is good there. The eye, if you want to do like a squinty eye, I would do this. I'd kind of probably lower this actually just a little bit, and I would round it to show a little bit more form. Make sure the eyes more or less line up. And then because we lowered this, we're going to have to show a little bit of the top lid. And probably actually lower the eyebrow also. So I'm just, maybe actually I would push the eyelid up a little bit. And I might show a little bit of muscle down here. You want to keep her fairly youthful, so you want to be pretty liberal. You don't want to be too liberal with the wrinkles down here because it can very easily age a character if you start adding too many wrinkles. But it is something that like if you're squinting your eye like that, you're going to be forcing these muscles here to work, and so you're probably going to get a little bit more form here, just really really lightly. So you want to show a little bit of shadow there. This eye is fine, right? We're just going to keep it the way it is. I'm noticing some stylistic differences on this eyelash here. Like, it connects with this little piece, but this one doesn't have a little piece here. Now, I would probably keep that consistent. And then if you want to keep it spaced out, you can keep it spaced out, but just lower that a little bit. A liberal, woke, a friggin' turbo woke, dude. Now, another thing with this eye is I think it's too small. I definitely noticed it even before I did my changes, that it feels too small relative to that one. And I think that's because you're trying to show the full eye. But from this 3/4, I think you'd actually have a little bit of overlap on the eye. I'm looking at mine because it's a similar perspective. And the nose bridge basically lines up with the eye here, whereas yours tends to have this space here. And the space is not even, it's not as even as this side, but it is definitely too large in my opinion. So I'm going to shift this over. Okay. The brow I'm going to have now cut off by the nose. Let me see if that feels a little bit better. Now you can beautify this on your own time. I'm not putting a lot of focus into making this eyelash super duper beautiful. I'll leave that to you. This eyebrow I'd probably bring forward a little bit. I think it's just going to look a little bit better. I'm trying to think. How did I do mine? Yeah, mine comes out pretty far relative to the eye. And you'll notice this a lot if you do studies of human anatomy in like if you do like life drawing studies or of like real people or whatever, you'll notice that the brow typically passes the eye quite a bit on a three-quarter. So it wouldn't line up straight with the corner of the eye like down here. It would be past it just a little bit. This I think I would actually I'm gonna reduce the opacity just so I can see a little cleaner. But I'd probably actually push this a little bit, push the brow down a little bit more. Yeah, I think I would push that quite a bit more. Cheekbone, I would say, I know stylistically you didn't pronounce her chin, and that's fine. You can keep her chin the way it is. I'd be curious to know what it would look like if the chin came out a little bit more and had a little bit more form to it, just a tiny little bit. Nice cheekbone. I would say if you brought the cheekbone higher, it might help also. If you look at model-esque figures, like characters who are very, very, I mean, straight up just models that have really good bone structure, their cheekbones tend to be pretty high. It's like an indicator of models. And so you gave her very wide cheekbones, and it kind of gives her this sort of like almost, I want to say like Slavic look, right? That's sort of my impression a little bit. And I think if you bring the cheekbone up higher, it might improve. You know, I could probably actually just draw it on your drawing. So let me just color pick this. Let me switch to my painting brush. Oops. What is happening with my opacity? It feels like it's at 100% right now. It shouldn't be doing that. Ah. Get a little bit more flush in there. Can't seem to color pick this exact color. There we go. I do really, really, really like how you're using hard round cutoffs. I kind of gave her like it kind of looks like she has a 5 o'clock shadow now. Don't do that. I don't know. I do wonder if having like a higher cheekbone would work or not. Let's push the saturation on that just a little bit. Noted, I forgot to flip the canvas. Uh-oh. That should have been question number one, dude. That's usually what I ask people every time they ask for critiques. I'm like, did you flip? Oops. I didn't do that on another layer. Fuck. Okay. I'm going to leave it for now. I'm just going to say try maybe experimenting with a higher cheekbone and maybe softer. Because I think your cheekbone right now is has a very harsh contrast. If you blend it a little bit more, it might come off a little bit softer. Another thing I'm seeing that I think is a little strange, let's just go back to the line draw over here. The nose is a little bit recessed. What I mean by that is the nose has three-dimensionality, right? So when you draw a nose from the front, it's kind of, oops, let's draw on this layer. A nose from the front is going to look a little bit like this, right? And it's got this three-dimensional structure, and from the side, it sticks out. And because of that, typically, when you draw the nose, it's going to be, on a three-quarter, it's going to be slightly farther than the mouth because of its three-dimensional form. It just sticks out more than the mouth. Like the mouth will stick out, but not nearly as much as the nose does. Because of that, it pushes over a little bit more than the edge of the mouth. So if you're doing the edge of the mouth or the center line on the mouth here, normally I would just push the nose over a little bit. So, like, let's see what I did here. Yeah, so I mean, mine's kind of in line, but it's definitely off. It's not exactly like in center. Like the center of the nose would be like here. So I definitely pushed it. So I would do the same here. I would just bring the nose out just a little bit, and you can still do a little cute little Disney nose like you wanted to give her or whatever, right? Little nostril here. See a little bit of the nostril there. I wouldn't even draw the other nostril. I'm missing a bunch of chats right now, aren't I? I gotta friggin' look at chat. I'm neglecting all of my other precious children. Okay, no, don't look NFT. Don't look that up. So cats in the sound. Oh fuck, dude. Why am I reading this? We don't click the catheter to make it vibrate. By the way, for once, don't ban. I didn't ban it. I didn't understand a term. Yeah, thank God, Otter. Yeah, I'm surprised you managed to make it to this age without knowing what sounding is. Don't look that up, by the way, guys. All it did was make me sigh. The other eye looks so much better. All right, my Pookies, it's super late and I need to get ready for bed. Good night. Oh, good night, Otter. Sorry I didn't say bye. Didn't realize. Peace out, dude. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully my active imagination makes me a beautiful story about moving far away. Well, hopefully. Fingers crossed for you. Me and you first class eating pasta on the way to Canada Land. Didn't ask if she flipped her canvas? Shake my head. I know. I always do. But yeah, so the nose here, anyways. There's other messages. When you critiquing my Patrick, after this. I can't canvas flip a sticky note. Yeah, you can. I'll show you how to do that, actually. Why did I not get to see your Patrick? You reacted to it. What do you mean? Okay, noted. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. You still with me, Moonlight Tsuki? Sorry. I kind of went on a tangent there. The nose. I'm using the wrong brush, actually. Same deal. I think, actually, I can move the nose over just a little bit more. Whoops. What did I just do? Okay. A little bit more. That's going to allow us to give us that nice little Disney curve to it. So I'm going to lighten this up. I'm just going to tie it down a bit. And you don't even need to really, like, oops, you don't even really need to connect if you're doing line art. You don't need to really connect this area. But it does help. Okay. Back to this. Mouth is fine. Mouth looks great. If you want, you can maybe push the form a little bit more so it feels like there's a separation here between like the middle little lump of flesh and the other ones. And you could do that through rendering, right? Just add more value, right? But I think it looks fine. I think the bottom lip could maybe be brought in a little bit instead of sticking out as much. Neck is fine. Not quite sure what's going on with this. So is this her shoulder? I don't really know what this is. It's a little confusing. So does this is this like her arm is like kind of covering her chest a little bit? I think It's supposed to be her arm covering her chest. Arm covering her chest. I think from this perspective, you'd probably see a little bit of the armpit also, and I think the structure would be a little bit different. So you'd see like more, like you'd see some of her like rotator cuff muscles back here, and then this would be kind of. I would honestly have it cover more of the face if I were gonna do something like that. Because you don't typically, if you sit there, Tsuki, right now in your chair or wherever you are, and you try and pull your shoulder across your chest, it's very difficult to do. It's not natural to do that and lower your shoulder so it's out of the way of the face. Normally, if a character or a woman or a man or whatever is pulling their like if they've got their head here and they pull their shoulder across their face or chest, it'll probably overlap. Dude, that fucking knock terrified the shit out of me. That's the song, right? It'll come up pretty high. You have to elevate the shoulder to get that, so it would probably cut the face a little bit unless she's elevating her head. It feels a little awkward. It feels a little awkward. I would probably opt for a more generic pose in this case. So if she's turning her head like this, her rib cage is going to be probably somewhere like that, you know? Right? And then you're going to have shoulder one there, shoulder two here. I'd probably just straight up keep it like this, but get rid of this line and just have it sort of be like a normal pose. And maybe you could have her like standing with implying she's got a hand on her hip. Something about the pose is just awkward to me. Also, you've got another major tangent right here at where the chin meets the shoulder, right? So I would get rid of that for sure. And if you see here, you did a really good job of breaking up these forms here, right? You've got really good shape dynamics here. I would just say right here, avoid that tangent. So I'm gonna give you a little list. We'll start there. Eye anatomy, and that's gonna break down into eye muscle flex, eye muscle flex. That's when I say that I'm implying like this little muscle here that activates when you scrunch your eye like that. Lower eyebrow. Far. I should put far. What else do we have? What did I say? What did I say? Lower eyebrow. Lower eyebrow. Cheekbone structure. Typically, another thing I should mention now that I've moved it, like I said, I try and line up the corner of my eye at least fairly close to where it transitions, right? Because the reason you have that corner there is because on your skull, right? If you draw a skull from the side, you kind of got sort of this is a terrible skull structure, but you've got these bones here, right? And then you've got sort of the socket where the eye sits in, which would be like in here. Like the eye would sit inside of here. And because of that, it's like almost, the change here is the edge of the skull that you're seeing. This is a fucking terrifying skull. But there's a reason that this lines up with this. It's the eye should be more centered along that. Right? Like if you look at this and if you drew like a skull underneath her, it would be like something like this. And then the cheekbone would be this sort of bit that sticks out here. So cheekbone structure. I'll put that under eye anatomy. Cheek structure. I really like your rendering style though. Texturally, it's really nice. What else? That was it for that one. Like you've got a perfect breakdown of large, medium, and small shapes on the hair. Large, sorry, small, medium, and then large, right? So you clearly know what you're doing. I think it's very easy to forget a lot of little anatomical things like that, but those things really make or break the feel of a drawing. Like, obviously, this is not beautified. She's just sort of like a rough little sketch as I rapid fired through it. But the idea is like it feels more structurally sound, I think, than this. There's better form to it. And then I think for the nose, try not to keep this nose bridge an even shape. It tapers up. So this you can make this area darker and make it encroach a little bit more, and then this you can blend this out, you know? You don't need to do a serious critique of mine since it's a dumb sketch. Alright, I won't. This one. I'm gonna go real quick over this one because I spent a lot of time on this. I don't wanna go too crazy into it. I think it's very difficult for me to give rendering advice because I'm not the greatest renderer in the world. Uh, I think there's some structural issues with the hand. My advice to you on this would be to take a picture of your hand in that exact same pose, okay, and then use it as reference. The beautiful thing about taking reference images is yourself. Take hand reference. I'm going to clear out all these noses and stuff. They're just distracting. Is that you can put it in the exact position you want to. Take hand reference. Instead of scouring the internet for reference. Everybody's got a phone. Everybody can take a picture. Don't see. Yeah, okay, there's a story there. I accidentally sent a partial nude to a teacher once because I took reference photos of myself. Anyways, it doesn't matter. This was in college. It was another time, okay? So this hand really is the big distracting thing here for me. These wrinkles, I think I'm looking at them, and this wavy pattern, you're missing out on a beautiful opportunity to describe the form with these wrinkles a little bit more. And you'll notice I do that here, right? Like I show like the form, and if I were to add wrinkles or lines here, like let's say this was pinstriped, it would wrap around the underlying form and sort of define the form. All detailing work should elevate the structure and the form of the drawing underneath. So if you're doing something like this, I would push this and sort of show that it's like, you know, well, in this case, maybe there's breasts here. So maybe you would have it wrap a little bit like this. And then this one would come across kind of like that as it wraps around the underlying breasts, right? And then this would come sort of like that, you know? Use the lines to describe the forms. And then the rib cage is just the rib cage, right? Like you can round that one out. Calling it a partial nude makes it worse. It was a lewd, you know? Whatever, dude. This strikes me as weird. I don't know what this is. Is it an arm slot? Is it? Oh, it's a wrinkle. Okay. This doesn't read as a wrinkle to me. I'm wondering why. I don't know. There's something off with this wrinkle, and I think it's because this one's going up. You can tell the tension's pulling it up. This one should also be going up too. This one is bending down, which to me implies that she's jumping and the momentum is carrying the fabric downwards. But in this case, it looks like she's doing like a floaty thing or falling or in the sky or flying or whatever. So the fabric would be getting pulled up because there'd be secondary action on the wind pushing the fabric up. And you got it in this one. This one needs to be also sort of elevated though. You can keep the general shape, but I would like to see the bottom of it to keep the perspective consistent. I'd show a little bit of her forearm here. When you hold your hand like this, it's probably going to bend. You're probably going to, if you're holding like a wand, it's going to be something like this. So if the camera's like looking this direction, you'll see a little bit of the forearm that's holding it. So I'd throw a little bit of forearm in here. And it breaks up the shape a little bit, so it's not like as taking up as much visual space. This hand's fine. If you want to make a hand more interesting, though, you can always just sort of bring out a pinky or, offset some of the fingers. Maybe stick the thumb up here. It just feels like a very stiff hand. Plot twist, I'm the teacher. Who wants a nip slip? Guys, y'all are horning the fuck up right now. Structurally, the face works. One thing I will say is it's very symmetrical. It's not a bad thing. And I don't see anything super wrong with the face. I think the eyes are very glowy, but there's no other, like, there's light catching the eyes here and here, but there's no light catching the bottom of the plane here, right? Like, I feel like if you've got like a bottom light source like this, you're gonna get some light on the nose. You're gonna get some light on the muscles here, and it's gonna see how it automatically just creates a less flat illustration. It just adds a little bit more to it, and I'm just using the light you already have here. No, that's not working. So we can go even brighter and just do a little rim there. What up, Avail? How you doing? We're kind of going through a viewer revision right now. So I'd do something like that. I would also bring this up a little bit more, you know. And you can blend this. Like that. It feels a little less flat, and you would also have... You'd probably be lit up in here as well. That's a little much. Probably wouldn't have any lighting in here. Depends. Well, I guess you got two light sources. You have the moon that's having her backlit, and then you have, I don't know where this is. This to me implies that it's bounce light from the moon. So you have one light source. Let's try and figure out the light source. So you got one light source hitting the fabric here, and then this bounce light is what's illuminating this. When you use bounce light, what happens is you lose when light shoots rays, okay? If a light source hits, let's say there's a sun. Where the fuck? Let's say there's a sun here, okay? And it's shining down a bunch of light rays. These light rays are going to hit surfaces, and they're going to bounce off in a bunch of different directions. Every time they bounce off of a surface, every single time they bounce off of a surface, and this is what I'm getting at, they lose some value to them. So these light rays here, if you zoomed really close in on these and you got like a snapshot of them, they're literally little light particles, okay? And what happens is as they hit a surface, you lose some of these particles, okay? As some get absorbed into the material or whatever, and then like from there, you end up with a more softened version. So this light source here should never be less bright than this. This light source should be the least bright of the two. So if you're using bounce light, I would tone all this down. You could add rim light, but I would tone it all down. And just sort of, you can add the light, but like very, very light. And then this you can bring up. And then that's going to also light up this. So we're going to crank the value on this just a little bit. What color is your moonlight? Blue. So what we're going to do is we're going to shift the hue towards blue a little bit as some of that moonlight gets infused with the flesh tone of the lip. And then we'll add some lighting there. I might have overdone it there. I'm just blasting through this real quick, okay? So all the specifics I'll leave to you, but I focus the light of the moon. Okay. So again, because of that, I would tone this down also. I would also change the value to be slightly closer to the skin tone. It's too close to white right now. And then if we're gonna add value, we can add value. We just want to show form with it. Yeah, that's not working. There's just something too, it's too bright here. It's too bright and it's too even. Like the light source is hitting both eyes in the exact same way. But this implies to me that this shoulder would be farther back. This shoulder would have more light. Or actually, this shoulder would have more light and be farther in space than the other one. Anyways, I don't wanna bombard you with too much here. I think I've given you quite a bit to start with. But if we look at the difference, this obviously you would also apply to this. This is not looking too good up here, but the idea is still good. I would illuminate that a little bit. You can keep it up there because it is sort of catching up here, but if you need to take a screenshot or if you want me to take a screenshot, I can do that. That's not going to work very well because I drew over it, but I'll throw this in the Discord real quick. There we go. Alright, I'm official right now. There we go. And then this one, mostly hand. So we'll go mostly hand. Hand, structure, hand, use ref. Details, elevate form, right? The wrinkles, details, elevate form. Bounce light reduces the intensity of the hue or the intensity of the light. Bounce light, so secondary like objects getting hit by the light are going to have less of that light hitting them. Bounce light isn't as powerful. Isn't as powerful. Okay. Another thing I would say, and this is one last thing, compositionally, I'm not clear where the focal area is. I kind of get the idea that this is the focal area here, like where you want the eye to be drawn to, is going to be like here. I'd push that more. So either brighten this whole area up or decrease the brightness here, right? Something to make this pop more. Because right now it's not clear to me that this is the focal area. So let's go, I don't know, color dodge maybe. Just something. I just want like more something that draws the eye here and stops drawing the eye to the moon at the back. Because this right now is the focal point for me. All right, let me screenshot that real quick. Hopefully that helps you, and it gives you a place to work from, and just a little bit of a mentality to have when you're tackling light sources or whatever. Yeah, you took the screenshot, great. All right, I'm gonna get rid of these guys. We're gonna look at Patrick Star real quick. Let's get rid of this girl. I'm gonna actually delete these layers because my layer management's getting out of control, guys. Out of control. It's fun that you do these, Avail. You say, yeah, thank you. I mean that was a lot of my bread and butter when I first started. Was just sort of doing these revisions or whatever. I need to watch some more Proco. I would recommend it. Yeah, for sure. You could also you can also trace. This is the naughty advice, okay? And by trace, I don't mean trace somebody's art and then put it over yours. I mean study something. If I were studying this Peppa Pig, I'd probably do a draw over and I'd break down the Peppa Pig in a way where, like, I'm studying its forms. I'm like, okay, so we got Peppa Pig has sort of this eye form here, and it's very flat, and then like this is like anatomically correct Peppa Pig, right? This I'd be like, okay, what kind of shape language does Peppa Pig have? Well, there's one big form here, and then there's another big form here, and then two little forms here. So that's what I mean by trace. When you're doing studies of things, you break it down, and if you have to write this stuff down, it'll help you remember it, and it'll help you encode it into your habits and your patterns, your behaviors. Anyways, back to being a dumbass and saying stupid things on stream. We got too serious there for a little bit, guys. I gotta make a poop joke or something. Feifei Sweet. What up, Feifei Sweet? How you doing, big dog? Welcome to the stream, Feifei Sweet. How you doing? I'm gonna clear out some stuff on the canvas right now. Sorry, Peppa Pig, you gotta go. Rest in peace, Peppa. And then we're gonna clear out Chris's stuff too. Sorry, Chris. I need more like space to visually. What the fuck? What layer did I draw this on? Oh, there we go. Where's this goose? There we go. Thank you from the warm welcome. I'm great. How about you? I'm big chillin', dude. I'm big chillin'. We just did a little bit of a revision. Now I'm getting back into drawing this beautiful lady who looks like she would rip your heart out. She probably would. Oh no, Peppa's gone. Rest in peace. I know. It's all over. How you doing, Feifei Sweet? What brings you to the stream? Can I call you Feifei? Feifei Sweet is a lot of syllables. And for the better, she was an abomination. Hate her, dude. Hate her. Disney, you still want me to hit up your Patrick Star? It is a nice Patrick Star. You want to know how you flip a canvas? You want to know how you flip a canvas, Dizzy, if you're working traditionally? Stand in front of a mirror with your drawing. Stand in front of a mirror, and then you will be able to tell what your drawing looks like flipped, because all mirrors are just flipped. That's how I would double check my my traditional art. Yeah, I saw some great advice. Would have loved to throw mine in. I've actually painted for the first time in 12 years last night. Wild ride, and Faye is just fine. Thanks. Hell yeah, dude. Faye it is. And well, if we have a Discord. If you want some feedback on your work, you're more than welcome to post it in the Art Critiques channel on the Discord, and I will tackle it from there. I've put a lot of time in today's stream with doing some revisions, more than I normally do. But I'm more than happy to go over your drawing again, and then when I'm done with that, I'll go back to drawing my lovely angry lady here. Up to you, no pressure. But if you do want feedback, we do go through the Discord channel. I'm just looking for a cozy home. Don't really have any artist friends, so be gentle with me. Am I cozy, guys? Chat, am I cozy? I'm a little bit unhinged. I'm kind of a lunatic. I don't know if I'm the most cozy person on planet Earth. No, Molly with the straight up no, dude. All right, yeah, so cozy. If you like pee pee and poo poo jokes and crass humor, I'm your guy. If you like cozy, I'll pretend to be your guy. I'm here for a good time nonetheless. There you go. I can offer a good time. Boba. You can't just straight up, you can't roll another person's dick rating, dude. That's rude. You gotta let them roll their own dick rating. Sorry, I have to be mean. I can't be nice all the time. I appreciate it. It's humbling. But yeah, so Faye, if you post in the Art Critiques channel, I will take a look at your work while I'm live. Oh shit, my secret is out. Damn, 7.8, and it's an 8 out of 10. Schwang. What was I gonna say about Patrick? I mean, your Patrick's perfect, dude. I don't know what I need to say here. If we really want to get nitpicky about it, we got to look at some Patrick Star iconography. Patrick Star. I mean, this is perfect. It's the exact pose. So one thing is, this Patrick's mouth looks way dumber. It just looks like it's got that wide. It's just like that wide feel to it. So I'd push your mouth a little bit. Joke intended. And it's a little bit more low profile, right? Am I just drawing on the layer? No, I'm not. Okay. Eyes. Eyes are whatever. I think one of your eyes is a little smaller than the other one, and he's kind of looking at the camera. It doesn't really matter where you have him looking. Your eyes are fine, more or less. Why does he have like this like nutsack thing at the top of his head? I didn't know Patrick Star had that thing on his head. He's got like a little tumor on his star. Oh wow. Okay, yeah, I'll take a look at your work in 2 seconds, Faye. Really, really nice though. Just looking at it real quick, really nice. I think if when I look at yours, Faye, we're probably just gonna be trying to point out like the differences a little bit. I think so. I think his head nut is a little bit bigger. In general, though, your Patrick Star's pretty on point, dude. These, I think, need a little bit more form to them. Just to show, like, remember, we use detail to describe the form underneath, right? So that's what we're doing with this detail here, is we're using it to be like, look how fat and round Patrick Star is. But to do that, we have to also show the roundness through the curvature on this, I guess, bullet chain or whatever. Same deal with this, and I think you could just use his sort of belt line as a guide here. So something a little bit more like that. You're pretty close, dude. You're pretty close. Something like that. And then I guess his tum-tum comes like that. And then he's got these little shorts. Cute little shorts. Yeah. My Patrick Star's mouth looks fucked. Whatever. Yours is good. Mine is not. The point is, I think it needs to be a little bit wider. That's all I really know about that. Arms. Your arms are fine. This, I would maybe, again, just show form a little bit more with this. You could have it do a little wrap there if you want to be real fancy with it. Okay. Those are the big changes I would make. Just mostly just try to understand the form on the details above it, above the structural forms, like the ball for his torso and all that stuff. Okay. Let's go to phase. Sorry, Patrick Star. We're gonna move on. We're gonna do our lovely lady phase drawing. Is this? Oh, that's my layer. Let's delete that. And I will say, Faye, your rendering style, I really like. I think it's super appealing. Is this an actual lady or is this a 3D model? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a hue layer over top, and then what I'm gonna do with the hue layer is I'm gonna paint it white. If you work in Clip Studio Paint, this is a good way of being able to see grayscale which is going to help us determine, how accurate we are with our values. And right away, what I can see on yours is that the value range is a little bit more limited. So your whitest white, if I'm picking your whitest white, it's going to be, it's probably going to be in the eyeball, which is a little too white. So I'm not going to use that as an example. I'm just going to focus on the skin right now. So for the skin, I'm going to say your whitest white is probably around here. So you're at about 80% of the value of white. So I'll throw that over here. Well, you can't really see it over there, huh? I'll put that right... What the fuck? Oh, it's because I'm still in the hue layer. That's why. So I'll put that right here. Okay, so that's your whitest white. Her whitest white, to compare, is probably up in here-ish. So it's pretty close, actually. I think it's more just the distribution of it. It's a little odd. She does have some pretty bright highlights here. I'm gonna reckon these are pretty close to... Still pretty close. These are all... Yeah, they're pretty close with the whitest white. Okay, so your whites are pretty good. I think it's just more the distribution of it that's a little off. Your darkest darks, so her darkest dark, ignoring the eyes, ignoring the hair, because obviously this is like pure black. Okay, ignoring the eyes and ignoring the hair, just focusing on the skin. It's probably going to be up in here, which is 14%, right? So we're pretty close to black, right? But we're not quite on black, just really, really dark gray. Yours, comparatively, is a little bit lighter. So I'm going to overlap it like this so you can see the difference. So really, when you want depth in a drawing and you want structural depth and you want to feel that your character is like alive, pushing these value ranges are going to really help with that, which is why I've converted it to grayscale. It's just a good thing that you can use as a frame of reference. Okay? I got some scribbles underneath there from my drawing, but whatever, that's fine. We'll move it up, actually, just so that it's not covered by the scribbles. There you go. So now, doing that, I'm going to switch back to color. I'm going to use the values that you have here. I'm just going to apply them a little bit more liberally. So let's brighten everything up quite a bit. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to darken everything first. So I'm going to take your darkest value, which is around here-ish. I'm going to push it a little bit darker. I'm going to desaturate it a little bit. I'm just going to go over the whole thing with that. Okay, it's flattened it a little bit. But now what we're going to do is we're going to take the lighter value, right? So we're going to push this up, push the hue a little bit towards red, because we're going towards the middle of the face. When I go towards the middle of the face, usually in typically when I'm rendering, I'll go sort of like this. This is how you simplify areas. So the forehead area, I go a little bit more towards yellow. Okay? Right? The middle of the face, there's going to be more blood built up. So I'm going to go a little bit more red. And then the bottom of the face, I'm going to push a little bit more towards blue and desaturate a little bit more. You don't want to go too dark because you'll get sort of... you're going to go into 5 o'clock shadow territory. But that's genuinely the transition from forehead to chin that I try and apply. And it's a pretty good one. It's a good general way of thinking. Zavi, Snack is gay. What up, Zavi? How you doing? Snack is just an ally today. See? See, guys? I may be straight, but I don't hate. Can you show me how you did the black and white filter thing? Absolutely. So all I did, let's say ignore everything I just did. Let's say I'm on your base drawing. I'm going to add a new layer. Boom. You see? We've added a new layer right here. Next, from there, you're going to convert that layer to hue mode. Where's hue mode? Hue, right here. Oh, actually, you don't see it. Huh. Okay, let me take a screenshot, because for whatever reason, it's not picking up. So I'm clicking on hue now. In the drop-down menu of the layers, right? Where it says normal, I drop down, I go to hue. And then once it's switched to hue mode, see how it switches to hue mode here? You just paint with white. And it'll convert it to grayscale. What did Boba say? You can make a new layer and fill it with white, gray, black, and set it to hue/color. Exactly. It's exactly what we just did. So that's it. So I'm going to delete all that, and we're going to go back to drawing over this. So we've darkened it. Now I'm going to take a local color here. So this, I'm gonna brighten it up a little bit. I'm not gonna go too bright. I'm gonna push towards yellow. I'm just gonna put some highlights here. Oops, it's still too dark. Oh, I'm on the hue. Why is it? So we'll do something like that. And then I'm looking at her. This whole area here, if I squint my eyes, okay, that's what I'm doing here. I'm squinting my eyes, looking at the reference image to see where the shapes break down. I'm seeing this whole section here, with my eyes squinted, seems to be very well lit. This part seems to be a mid-tone. So I'm going to sort of just apply that pattern in here. So I'm going to go back to my drawing. Okay, I'm going to color pick what I had. I think I'm going to push it a little bit more towards red. I think it's a little too yellow right now. And then I'm just going to block all that in there. So we're going to... that. Okay, we can probably make it a little bit brighter in certain areas. But this is how I'm thinking about it, okay? And then I can go through and start darkening other areas. So let's go dark here. Let's saturate it. I'll desaturate the darks a little bit. Hers look fairly gray, so we'll desaturate our darks a little bit. We'll darken this area here, darken this area here. Under the chin, under the nose. Okay. Then we're gonna come through and we're just slowly painting up the shapes, you know. Really thinking of the form. Okay, so notice how on mine, I just hard committed. I just put down like a dark tone on an angle here. Yours was a little bit softer before. So I think you could push this whole region and make it a little bit darker. Where's my... Oh, I undid it, didn't I? Something like that. This I'm going to bring down. Just blocking things in. Really, 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 really square, really like hard. Nothing too crazy. I'm using a hard brush, by the way. Making sure there's a lot of contrast. There is a little bit of highlight here. Okay. The cheekbone. Her cheekbone comes out pretty far here, so I'm just going to actually push this cheekbone out quite a bit. This area is pretty dark, so I'm going to go in here and just sort of darken this transition. This, I think my tone is a little off. I do think it needs to be a little bit less yellow and a little bit more pink. So we'll come in here and just switch that up a little bit. But this is how I would do it. And I would just slowly go through and just sort of touch things up and then blend things out. This, I think I could go a little more red, right? And then we'll just start to blend things out a little bit. Just thinking of the form. So I think the apex on her cheekbone is around here, meaning the highest point on the curve of her bone. So when I say apex, if you have a bone, right? Let's say you have a brow bone, right? And then you've got an eye here, an eye here. This point here on the brow bone is what I call the apex. It's not what I call it, it's just what it is. Okay? So when I say apex, I mean sort of the peak of the bone structure. And on hers, I think it's about right here, if I had to guess. So that's where I want to make it the brightest. Or at least that's sort of what I want to describe with the form. Again, I'm going to go back in here, apply a little bit of value. I think my head is just relearning that even lights, shadow are just shapes. They are. That's okay. That's a perfect observation, Faye. So the number one thing that you have to think of when you're painting, okay, is every single brush stroke you're doing has to elevate a graphical form. Okay, that's how I think about it. I think about painting less so about what edge needs to be softened to what edge. That's stuff you could think about later. But when you're blocking things in originally, you're really thinking about appealing shapes over everything else. It doesn't matter if it's 100% accurate to the reference you're trying to copy. You want to make sure that the forms you're doing, the forms within the forms are appealing on their own. And that's going to sell the drawing. It just will. I got a little hype there because you touched on something that I was like, it is like critical to just having really good illustrations. Is thinking about form as sort of shapes, graphic shapes. Because right now I'm just looking for cute, nice shapes, appealing shapes. Doesn't matter how accurate it is to the reference. I'm using the reference to sort of guide my decision a little bit, but in general, I'm mostly just looking for appealing shapes. And now I'm thinking this cheekbone comes out quite a bit more because the apex is over here, so I can actually push this. We'll throw a shape within a shape there. And then we can draw the highlight here. Again, shapes. That shape doesn't work. It doesn't show structure properly, so. She's kind of got this like underbag that I think you missed a little bit, or that I think you just didn't push enough. This like little bag here under her eye, and so I'm gonna just push that. And it starts, what I normally do when I'm doing bags like this is I just go real dark, and then I take the lighter colors, and I just sort of blend them in to the edges here to soften everything out. And then you can make the bottom a little bit darker. That's just sort of how I work it. And I think in this case, I can make it even smaller. We don't want to age her too much. We just want to show that, the eyeball is being held in by some sort of muscle. Now, I'm not looking at highlights just yet, but I am thinking of where I want to put some highlights. Obviously, she's got a lot of focus on highlights in these areas, so I could tackle it now, but I think I want to keep blocking in a little bit more before I start getting into that. Same with the sort of values here on the nose. This is also sort of, my rendering style is a little bit more blocky like this, so it's just something that I enjoy. Arcane art style has a lot of shapes. Exactly. I love that art style. Very, very appealing aesthetic, in my opinion. Okay, this blends out there. This comes down like that a little bit. This section here is fairly dark up in here. This is actually pretty light. The light seems to catch this area. Maybe not that much. I'm gonna just steal your hair color for the brows here. I'm gonna thicken your brows a little bit. That's too dark. Too much contrast. Let's take a lighter value. I don't want it to like be too contrasting just yet. We'll push the darks. As you go, you want to push the darks and you want to push the whites and you want to push the darks and push the whites. But you don't want to jump into it right away because it might sort of trick your brain into wanting to do that all at once, and then you sort of you want to be a little bit more thoughtful with it, I guess. So now I'm going to start adding a little bit more highlight. I don't really like that highlight color. I'm going to push a little bit more towards the yellows, because I'm going to assume she's got a pretty warm light on her. So I'm going to, the reason I'm assuming that is because I think this is just more like reddish or like yellowy. If it were like a blue light like we had on Tsuki's drawing, then maybe I would push the light source towards blue a little bit and give her like a maybe like a cooler light. But because the light source in this case to me is seemingly warm, I'm gonna just sort of I'm gonna work out of the yellow hues here. This might be too yellow. It's definitely too yellow. Maybe I'll push more towards red. Still a warm tone. Gonna add a little bit of saturation to the nose area. I'm gonna blend this spot out because I want to show that the nose has like this sort of depth to it, right? Like a nose has planes, right? You've got sort of these planes here on the side, and then these planes like this, right? And so you want to show the plane changes. And so that's what I'm doing here. I might narrow her nose bridge because my nose bridge is a little too big. And I think the way I'm going to do that is by pushing this side a little bit. Now I've flattened out the darks a little bit, so I'm just going to go back in here and reapply some of the darks. Gotta go sleep. See you next stream, gang. All right, peace, dude. Peace out. Come on. But was just deleting people's messages. You're evil, dude. Anyways, I'm not gonna go too long on this, so I'm gonna skip a couple steps here. So instead of just trying to polish this, I'm just gonna go into applying highlights. So one area I look for highlights a lot of the time is right in this eye corner here. Most people, because your eye has tear ducts, a lot of moisture accumulates in this corner here, which is why you kind of get this sort of really white, shiny area in this corner. So I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to apply some of that. Then I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. I also didn't really apply this muscle to that side there, so let's bring that down. I'm going to bring this cheekbone out a little bit. I just think it'll be slightly more appealing. Her brow, I might also, or sorry, I might just clean up, like soften this area a little bit and go something like that. We're going to lighten this up even more, so I'm going to push it more towards the whites over here, and I'm going to go over this again very, very lightly here. I don't want a whole lot of bright whites in here. Just some speculars. And I know you like to use a textured brush, and you can do everything I'm doing with the textured brush. I just use a very Photoshop round. It's just sort of my style. So what you did before this, you can continue to do. There's no wrong way to apply texture. It really just comes down to feel a lot of the time. Unless you're trying to get a desired effect, right? Like freckles or something like that, then there's probably specific ways you want to go about it, but so because we pushed this cheekbone out, I'm noticing the apex a little bit lower on this one. So I'm going to decrease the value here because I think I want to soften this whole cheekbone area up. right? So now let's look at that versus that. So we've desaturated a whole lot of stuff. Yeah, I like my texture. That's the painterly look, you know. Well, you know what? I could do that. I could switch to my textured brush. Where is it? No, I don't think I have it downloaded right now. But so we've pushed a lot of the lights and we've put some base tone in there. So now I'm gonna push the darks a little bit more, just a little bit more. You know, always just coming back, pushing the darks, pushing the whites. Just every single time I do it though, I'm getting a little less liberal every time. I wanna push a little bit less this time than I did before. You know, make sure I'm blending things out. That's too dark. I went way too dark there. Looks like she's got dirt on her face. I'm gonna get that out. Just soften this area out. Highlight up on this lip too. She's also got a highlight seemingly here. This is too dark of a transition. Now you're just going in and you're being like, okay, well, how dark do I want a certain area to be? How light do I want a certain area to be? How much do I want to soften it? All that stuff. And that's going to come down to your own personal preferences. There's obviously some stuff where it's like, you know, the edge of the brow bone is going to be like down in here under the eyes. There's depth. There's a lot of depth, so it's going to be a lot darker. The subtlety on the forehead is really going to come down to the structure that you find appealing. I find with women, typically, you want to go a little softer than you would with men. If this was a man, maybe I'd get a little grizzled in there, put a lot more texture. Women, it's about the subtlety, okay? The more you can get away with like softer transitions, you can obviously always stylize this stuff, so these are generalizations. But I typically go fairly soft when I'm drawing ladies. So I'll do man hard. Yeah, make sure your men are as hard as they can be. We really want them rock hard. You're gonna fit in just right in this community, I think. Now I would go in here and I would, I'd be like, okay, well, what's the exact form of the nose? There's a highlight on the nose here. Where am I doing that? How round do I want the nose to be? Where do I want the nostril to be? I'm noticing her highlights or shadows here are a little more saturated than mine, so maybe I'll go in, add a little bit of saturation, bring this down here. When you finish the next portrait, show us. Are you talking to me or are you talking to Faye? I'm a big dick gay today, I guess. Hey, you can't win them all. It resets every day, Faye, so you'll just have to come back on another stream and, flex your heterosexual vagina to us. We actually don't have any vagina rules. We pick on men here. I didn't actually choose any of these. I'm a victim, so. Just gonna add a little bit of brush texture here to the brow. I just find it appealing. I got it. Ladies have all the power then, unfortunately. There are a lot of women in my community. I don't know why, ladies, you guys like listening to me. I'm flattered, though. So see, now I'm just going in and I'm very lightly pushing the darks. Like, I'm not going all the way to black. I'm getting in there. Maybe I'll do a little bit of an area that has some really, really dark tones. I'm doing shapes within shapes here. And right now, these dark tones, I'm just matching this. And we're just trying to make things pop a little bit more. We're going to do the same thing on the other side here. Whoops. I'm going to soften this up. Anyways, I could honestly, I quite enjoy painting sometimes, so I could just over render the shit out of this for hours. I probably have to stop myself soon. I can tell you're enjoying it. It's tragic. I have an entire illustration I have to do right now. I don't have to do it, but just softening things. Maybe I want to bring up a little bit of the whites, and I'm going back in here. Using her reference as a guide, but not necessarily using her reference to sort of inform every single thing I do. Looking for graphic shapes here. Sort of working it in. Blending it out. Boba, you're supposed to rig it for me. I'm slanging daily. I like the swanging, dude. I do say slanging though. I do like that you guys are using my words. So that's dangerous though. You guys are gonna start saying gorilla mode and crazy style soon. Ugh, I'm ruining a generation of women. We can't have girls talking like that. But yeah, so you see, as every time we're going in here and we're just adding a little bit more lights in very small areas, pushing darks a little bit, it just gets a little bit more lively feeling, right? And I think it's better to err on the side of desaturated colors than it is to go fully saturated. If you look at these, look at this little map down here. I'm gonna color pick all over this and just look how actually my audio thing is not blocking it. So look how the colors move around. It doesn't ever really go very saturated. We're pretty much in general outside of some areas, the lips are very very red. She's wearing very red lipstick, so that makes sense. But for the skin tones, we're not really going past the middle line here. We're still pretty desaturated on all of this. We're trying to be a little bit sparing on the saturation. At least I like to be. That's a stylistic preference for me. You can do it other ways. I just enjoy being a little desaturated. And then, there's a little bit of form down here. I'm going to describe these. There's these two little muscles under the lips here. I just kind of want to describe those a little bit. So I'm just going to add a little bit of value here, some lighter value, to show that there's a bulbousness under the lip there. I don't want to push it too much. I might have overdone it. So I'm just going to correct with the chin here. Just subtlety is the key here. This I'm just going to blend in together. I went a little gray, so I'll tone down the gray. Xavi, I'm back. Cough, cough. Boyfriend, cough, cough. Called me. Cough, cough. All right, good for you. Have a little chit chat with the hubby. Very nice. Kashnak, what did you think of my stylistic choice for Patrick? There was a lack of penis and testicles. I think you needs more balls. Now I always do whenever I'm doing three-quarter pose. I do this thing called the Rembrandt triangle. Okay, it's a very common thing that used to be done in Renaissance painting, specifically by Rembrandt. But it's a little triangle here that is a higher value than the rest of the face. And in this case, it's too much, right? But you can sort of something like this, you know? So we kept the same base that I had there. I just sort of pushed the darks to elevate that sort of little Rembrandt triangle. I just like it, personally. You don't have to do it. I just like it. I keep it cozy as a womb in here, babes. You guys are wildin', bro. Maybe I don't need it too much. I'll leave it sort of like the way it is. I went too far. I pushed it too much. Subtlety is key here. Anyways, do we notice how desaturation still works though? Like if you look at yours, it's very is it saturated? It's actually not that saturated. It's just very bright on the value scale. It's a lot more bright. There's not a lot of contrast. But if you apply the contrast in key areas, you can apply dark saturation. But I think getting that contrast in there really helps show the form a little bit better. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense, but it makes sense to me. It gives an ethereal feel. Just always going in, doing slightly darker areas now, just pushing things. That's a little much. I'm going to blend that out. I don't want it that much. I'm enjoying this way too much. I gotta stop. I'm just gonna keep doing this all evening if I don't stop. I really like rendering. I should get back into rendering, guys. Why don't I render? I've just been doing so much line art lately. So I really pushed the forms here. I just feel like it worked a little bit better. Or it was a little more appealing to have a little bit more form variety. Like, see how the cheekbone is a lot bigger? I just find it a little bit more appealing. I haven't really gone into the eyes yet, but the eyes is where I would apply a lot of contrast because I would really like I would go real dark with the eyes. So, I would, maybe really darken things up and go even darker. You should render. You do it so well. Thanks. You know the way to my heart. Just nonstop flattery. She looks like she's on drugs. Okay, now we can take that. So the eye is going to be a little bit darker at the top, mostly because the eyelid is covering it. So you're going to get a big shadow over top of it. I'm going to just color pick around here. We're going to go a little bit more of a brownish for the eye. Snack question, because apparently to an 18-year-old with a 20-year-old recently turned 20 weird. I don't think it is. It's not weird. Don't worry. 18-year-olds and 20-year-olds dating is not a weird thing. It's pretty common. And I'm going to blend out the eye here. So I'm going to push that a little bit. I want a little bit of a highlight here. Ooh, 52, knife to the heart there. Boa, what do you think about me 17 and Snack 52? That's slander, bro. First of all, I'm 30, and I know your ass is old as fuck, Boba. Stop trying to get me in trouble here, guys. Boba's trying to speed run the end of my career, okay? Relax. Making the eye a little bit smaller, so I think the iris would be a little bit smaller in this case. We can go a little bit more towards white, but I want to build up towards white very subtly. I don't want to jump right into it. Like, I think that's too much. And I'm making sure that I'm using the light to describe the form of the eyeball, which is round, right? So you're going to get sort of this shape on the highlight here. Okay, as a 20-year-old, I could say with 100% confidence I wouldn't be with an 18-year-old. Yeah, well, you're a 20-year-old, so you don't really know anything, really. The reality is 20 and 18 is not that wild, guys. All right? I'm not gonna. We're not doing like a witch hunt for 20-year-olds who date 18-year-olds. It's not that crazy. I'm 30. Okay. When you get to my age, then shit like that gets a little wild. But you guys are both 18 in my eyes. You're both kids. All right. 2018 was 7 years ago. I know. Geez, so many little babes. I feel so old. Ignore them. Ignore them. They're still learning. They don't know the ways of the world yet. They'll get there. You notice too, I don't know if you do notice this, but I pull out of my camera a lot. And that's because I'm trying to look at the whole piece as one to make sure it's working cohesively. Constantly flipping. Still kind of a big eye here. Oh, bro, stop. No one's a minor in chat, by the way. I'm 25. Damn, you're old as shit, dude. You're gonna die soon, Boba. Well, quarter of the way there, big guy. I feel like it was yesterday. 25 times 2. Oh yeah, I applied for a job snack as a receptionist at a printing press organization. Oh shit. Get that chase that paper, girl. Get that shit. Anyways, look, I could keep doing this forever. I think I gotta stop myself here. As fun as this is. I don't even know if Faye's getting any value out of this. This is just me having fun at this point. We're out of tutorial territory. I think if you're gonna take anything out of this is just think of shadows and lights as different graphic elements that you could play with. Okay? That would be the big takeaway to get out of this if you had to take anything out of it. I do kind of want to finish this eye though. We're just gonna do the one eye. We'll ignore the other eye. The other eye doesn't matter. I don't want it to go too bright. I'm glad you're having fun. I am. I just chipped my tooth on a mint? What? You chipped your tooth? I have a missing tooth, guys. My front tooth is missing. Well, it's not missing. It's fake. Because I chipped it when I was a kid. So this is what my two front teeth look like. And this one's chipped. So I had it replaced, and now I have a crown. They shaved it down into like this little nub thing. And then they stuck a crown on top of it. So I feel you, dude. I've definitely chipped some teeth before. I smack mine on ice, but, you know, still. Same diff. Okay. We can get a little brighter in this little corner here. I'm going to go almost full white. Just a couple speculars. It might be a bit much. All right, whatever. That's it. That's what I'll do on this. But I could keep doing this for another, like, honestly, the rest of stream. But I probably shouldn't, because I do actually want to finish my other drawing. Can I request a song? Tragically, you can, because I don't have any rules against it. So yes, give me your goth metal or whatever you want me to play, Zavi. Let's do it. What song do you want? I blend this area. Typo negative, love you to death. Ugh. Snack, if you want me to make you a line art to render, just say so. Oh no. You sound like me. Every time I finish line art, I just tell my viewers they can draw it if they want, or color it if they want. We've got some cool submissions off of that, so. Typo negative, I love you to death. Why did I expect anything else? Do you listen to any other band? Wait, this isn't like the 10-minute one, is it? Typo should count as two songs since they're like 7 minutes long. I know. I think the jaw would be a little less intense over here, a little bit toned down. And then I think it actually needs to come out more on the other side. Anyways, I'm not very good at switching tasks, am I? Okay, I'm done with this. I'm done with this. I'm done with this. We're going back to the fucking change, you hoe. Look up at your chat. I'm doing things. Let me look. Okay, what? I can find a shorter one. How long is this fucking song? 7 minutes? Alright, 7 minutes fine. You sent me some that are like 12 minutes long, dude. It's like a quarter of a stream. Feifei, how do you find the channel, by the way? Just surfing through the art category? Yeah, I wonder. Change to Summer Breeze. Today, we've gotten a lot of new viewers today. Isn't that crazy? I wonder what's going on. I do like that you chose blue for her hair instead of pure black. I think I'm bringing the hairline in a little bit. It should feminize her a little more. I'm gonna add more volume to the hair. I'm seeing a lot more volume on her. Same with here, more volume. I'm just color picking off of what you already have here. And what I'm doing is I'm looking at these shapes. There's shapes within the shapes, right? So that's sort of what I'm using to guide it. We can add more volume. Anyways, I'm not very good at quitting. Yep, was just clicking through and then stumbled on Snack when he was doing another art critique and I liked it. Also, plus that, the music wasn't just loud noise. My old soul doesn't really like new kid music. Yeah, whenever I can't think of anything to play, I'll put on like Japanese music because it's hip with the kids and I can tolerate it without wanting to slam my head into a wall. Uh, Normally, I do listen to a lot of hip hop, so maybe that's not your jam. I listen to quite a bit of hip hop. I also listen to some country. I got a little bit of a country bone in me, you know. Feifei, how old are you fine with soft sell? It's rude to ask somebody their age, Dizzy. What are you doing? Don't feel you don't have to answer that if you don't want to. Don't ask a lady her age. I'm 30, but my soul is older. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. 1994 represent. Let's get it, baby. That's me too. I'm also 30. We're basically one and the same. Why is it everybody's 1994? Disney's also 1994. What do you mean, Zavi? Otter's also 1994. We're all 1994. So is my sister. Is she single? Just kidding. I'm gonna sort of soften up the edge here. I'm gonna do this thing called a lost edge, where sort of it's a painterly technique where you blend in the background with sort of it gives more of a painterly feel. I'm 95. Snack, I think you just lost a year. I think you might be 31. Now my birthday's in June. We're like 2 months into the year. Let me turn 31. Oh my god, what are you trying to speed run my death? Come on, bro. It's 2 months in. 1994s aren't turning 31 yet. At least not all of us. I just kind of like the sort of look of a Lost Edge. It's just an appealing texture to me. If you like a woman who gets her hand dirty in car engines, hit my sister up. Don't actually imagine that. I'm not. You're too far, dude. I live in Canada. I'm also not browsing the internet for a GF right now. January 11th? Oh, that's why you're 30. Oh, hey, and you're Canadian. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm a fellow Canadian. I assume you're Canadian as well. I'm French Canadian, though, so I'm not the good kind. People don't like me very much. Oh, you. Yeah, that's what I thought. You filthy Anglophone. Is Otter Canadian? No, she's American, which is even worse. My birthday's on Friday. I'm expecting the Monroe bit from Cat Snack. Thank you very much. Oh, I will give you the Monroe bit. For you, Boba, 100% I'll give you the Monroe bit. Why am I still drawing this? Anyway, there's some stuff I would fix with the eye area. It feels a little flat still, but you know, whatever. 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 So the 94s are split evenly. We got good representation, dude. A lot of men, a lot of gay men, a lot of gay men in this community, and a lot of ladies. We got the friggin' ladies on deck. It's crazy, dude. I would have never thought. I thought for sure I'd just have like an audience full of like gaming neckbeards, you know. But here I am talking to girls. Who would have thunk? Not me. This guy with the Quebec license plate on his RV pulled over with a pop tire. I got out and offered to help, and he started screaming, and I don't even know what language. But I got scared, but still changed his tire. He's just French, dude. We do that. I don't know. It's a thing we do. Homeboy gave me cookies and beef jerky and a hug. Sacré bleu, dude. My boy, mon gars. If it's a scary language and loud, it might be Russian. Nice. Nice. Where's Kurt? We got a fellow Russian in here. He's here on Saturdays and Sundays usually. He would probably agree with you though. Boba's Russian? Yeah, Boba, you're Russian? Damn, dude, I didn't know that. How does that make you feel? Starova. I just kind of pushed the value here a little bit on the shadow. I think I might have overdone it. I don't know. Anyways, whatever. Fuck it. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. All right, I'm done. Why am I even saving this? Damn it. Okay, let's just get rid of this. There's a lot more I would do. Basically, I would build up the values more and more, you know, and just so that we can have the focal areas be sort of the eyes. Um, because I think the main issue with yours is that the value is distributed too evenly. There's not enough contrast in certain areas, like the brows, or like even like if you look at mine, I'm gonna guess. Oops, that doesn't help. Like the values are they're no like I could even push the whites even more looking at this, but I think the value distribution is like there's darks in specific areas, and it's a little bit like the values you have aren't wrong. They just I don't think they describe the form very well. Don't be afraid to use hard edges, Faye. Don't be afraid to use hard edges. You can always soften them out later, but I think it helps you define your planes a little bit better. Anyways, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. Nobody wants. We don't want to learn. We're done with learning. Back to drawing my freaking vampiric turbo babe here. All right, where the hell was I drawing? There we go. We got that layer, that layer. All right, I'm gonna go get hard then. Dude, what the fuck did I just miss? I didn't read all the other messages, so that looks insane to me. Let me see. The drag queen who wrote the best verse to ever grace the stage of RuPaul is from Russia. Ooh, bless. I'm done. Keeps going. Yeah, whatever, dude. Time her ass out, Boba. I know you want to. I'll allow you to do it. Alright, I'm gonna go get hard. Yeah, I guess there was no context for that. I think you're just trying to get hard. Whatever, dude. I'm freaking bricked up too. We're all just one big happy hard family. It hurts when I'm wearing this chastity belt though, but you know, it is what it is. Huh? You heard me. I'm not repeating it. You just rewind the video, dude. Give me more view time. You told me to use hard edges to make form. Did I? Did I really? Sure, whatever. Alright, we'll pretend that that's what you meant. I've come back to we all bricked up. Mostly me. Mostly because I'm packing the most. Percentage-wise, of the bricked up inches, I got the most. I have to. I'm the most supreme, dude. Alright, where the fuck... Okay, let's decrease that a little bit. Freaking gaslighter. Guys, I have no idea. Boba, can you delete the clips of my VOD that have me actually talking about her using hard edges? We gotta commit to this. I should have told you that in DMs. Look, man, I'm 30. I've been around the block. I've gaslit my few relationships back in my day, you know? I'm just kidding, guys. I'm not a lunatic. I'm not a lunatic. No, but I can feature them? Yeah, don't do that. What are you doing? What would I pay you for, dude? I need those brushes. You need this one? This brush you can actually buy. It's not my brush. It's made by Kasem, who's a fellow Twitch streamer. I'll get you the Gumroad link. It's $5 for the brush. Totally worth it, though. It's the closest thing to like a mechanical pencil I've ever used. When I drew traditionally for years, I would use a mechanical pencil. And so, you know, this is just the most comfortable brush for me. And then the one I was using to paint is it's literally just the Photoshop round brush. And that one's free on Clip. You can just get that on Clip Studio in their little library or whatever. I haven't started my homework yet. Young lady, go start your homework now. I didn't do homework, and look at me, dude. I'm freaking drawn on Twitch. I made it. Mom, I'm gonna be a star. I'm just kidding. I'm the responsible adult. You should go do your homework. Or whatever, I guess. Sigh. I'm wrapping up stream in 10 minutes anyways. We're about to hit the 3-hour mark. And it's a school night for me, guys. I got work in the morning. So as much as I would love to stick around here and talk about each other's penises for the next, 2 hours, I do have to go get ready for bed and, be a good responsible man and pay my bills and, make sure I don't become homeless and all that stuff. Really sucks. It really sucks. I'm waiting to become one of those, champagne socialists where I can buy my $3 million mansion and talk about how we need a drastic reform as long as it doesn't impact me. That's why I started Twitch streaming in the first place, guys. But you're not making me rich fast enough. What's going on? I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. You could make me rich even if you wanted to. I'm getting a bunch of texts. I'm so popular. One more request, please. You got 5 minutes of music that you can request. 5 minutes total. I don't want no 10-minute songs on a 3-hour stream. Meanwhile, I barely got off work. You get off at work, dude? I'll make you rich in Robux, King. I got you. Oh yeah, you are my Roblox sugar mama. That is true. I forgot about that. Do you work with art or something different? I'm afraid I'll end up in MC McDonald's with art as a main job. I used to work, okay, I worked in animation for about 3 years, okay, in the Canadian animation industry. And then I left, and now I work in an industry that is sort of semi adjacent to finance, semi adjacent to policy development, and semi adjacent to law. So I'm in a weird sector now that is completely unrelated to art. I did work at McDonald's at some point, though. But I have a big boy job now, and I'm no longer in the animation industry. And that's not to say that you can't work in the animation industry. It's just, you know, at a certain point in life, you start to crave stability a little bit more. And as much as there are tons of stable animation jobs, there's also tons of non-stable animation jobs. And so it's, you know, if you're very, very confident in your abilities, go for it. Even then, you know, I don't know. I like the industry I'm in now because I have more job security. That's mostly why I left. Higher pay and job security. But animation, I miss it. I won't lie. I miss it a lot. What made them unstable? Were you freelance? No, I was a contract worker. So, oh, sorry, not contract. I was full time at the studio I was at. The industry just after the pandemic took a big dip. So what happened is if you take like a little graph here. Oh yeah, actually she recommended a song. Did she? I see you, Zavi. I see you. I see your song. Cannibal Corpse, bruh. You're gonna get rid of all the 94s that just joined us, dude. All right, I'll add it to the queue. So basically, why was I drawing a graph? I can't remember. What'd she ask? What made you leave? Were you freelance? No, I worked full time. It's just that the industry is a little unstable. I don't know how I was gonna graph that out. And so there were mass layoffs. Oh no, that's what I was doing. So when I got hired was at the start of the pandemic, so in like 2021. And because everybody was at home, the amount of people that shows that people were consuming was like at an all-time high, right? Like let's say 2021's here. I'll just put 21. Okay. So 2021, we got a lot of shows. 2022, same deal. Then the pandemic kind of ended. Everybody went back to work. It leveled off, but what happened is we had overhired for this much product like content. And so there were mass layoffs to that tune, right? And the industries were only able to keep this many people afterwards. And so because of that, it was unstable at the time that I was working in the industry. It was great. Like, it was super easy to get a job, and then it dropped back down and became a little bit more difficult. And now it seems fairly unstable, where people who are contract are kind of getting laid off maybe once a year for a few months. They always get rehired elsewhere, but there is like that fear of instability. I have a mortgage. You know, I own my property, so I can't afford to lose my job, and so I basically just took a chance and switched careers. So you have an educational background in art or finance? I have no, so I don't work in finance. Well, I do finance stuff. It's complicated. I don't want to give too much away because I don't want to like expose myself. But basically, what I have two backgrounds. So I studied animation. I have an animation diploma, advanced diploma. So I did 3 years of animation in school. And I also have an engineering diploma. So I did a 2-year technician course in electrical engineering. And so I haven't really banked on that yet. I did it first. I did it when I was like 19 or whatever. And then I went back to school in animation when I was like 23. I started drawing really late in life. I started drawing in like my early 20s. You single, baby? I am. By choice, though. I am very obsessive about a bunch of shit, and so it becomes very difficult to date me. And so I've decided to spare women in my life from my insanity. And so right now I'm a little bit of a vol cell, if you will. You know? What the fuck? I hate that the music stopped right as I said that. There we go. We could all live with him, I'm telling you. Uh-huh. I'll do your dishes and hose off your chastity belts. Dude, I've got full mental control. There's no pre-cum in there. They're like they're clean all the time. My penis is super clean. So, you know, you don't have to worry about cleaning it. It's not a big chore. Plus, they're dishwasher safe. We could pitch in some tents in the yard. I don't have a yard. I have a condo. So I live in an apartment, basically. Like a 2-bedroom apartment. Shush, you're ruining the song with your dick talk. Sorry, let's listen to the beautiful screaming. Mm-mm-mm. How long is this fucking song? I don't know how much I can take of this. 4.5 minutes. Oh, you are so lucky, dude. You share a wall with strangers? Yeah, but they're concrete reinforced, so I could scream at the top of my lungs and nobody would know. Which is why, guys, if I slam my head really hard and you stop hearing me talk, you need to immediately message Toothpaste. He has the key to my apartment and he'll come save my life. I'm okay with my own mortgage and my little concrete box. Me too, dude. Literally. Haha, have this full blast. Yep. I mean, I've got earbuds in, so nobody hears it but me, sadly. I wish I could share the pain, but... Okay, guys, we're gonna wrap up stream right after this song, basically. We gotta set up a raid. Who we raiding? Who you guys want to raid? You guys got any favorite streamers that aren't me, obviously? Duh. What do we got? Maybe we'll do just a rando. Nobody I really follow is live right now. I mean, there's some people that are live, but none that I consistently like talk to. Why am I burping so much? Ugh. Raid your underwear drawer. I'm too busy raiding your moms, dude. Let's see. Noro. This guy looks like he's gaming. No, it's got to be an art streamer. Look up Corpse Grinder, aka George Fisher. Look at his thick neck. You've shown me him. He's the guy who looks like a thumb. I've seen him before. I'd be cool with another art stream. That's the goal. I just gotta get past all the pre-rolls. This guy's Japanese. Okay, we can't do that. You guys don't speak Japanese. Gotta go. It's sleep time. It was so fun. I appreciate it, Suki. I'll catch you in the next one, alright? The streams are always Friday to Monday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Friday and Monday streams are at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Saturday, Sunday streams are at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. My schedule's in my bio. Schedule's in the Discord. All that good stuff. You know what it is. You know what it is. Okay, we'll raid Pinion Paint, because I've watched her content before, so I know that she's funny. Shannon Van Pelt is drawing something scarily cool. Oh, sorry, I missed that. I've already decided. We're raiding Pinion. Where's the sneaky links? I have no idea, dude. I'll definitely join again. Sounds good. I'll catch you in the next one. I'm gonna set up the raid real quick. How much longer in this song, dude? All right, a minute. You guys can make it one more minute. This girl has a very silky voice that we're gonna raid. She's very appealing to the ear to listen to. She's also very funny. All right, let's load up the raid. I appreciate everybody, new and old, for coming out, and I will see you guys Friday for another lovely, lovely stream. Bye-bye, Faye. Bye-bye, Dizzy. Bye-bye, Savvy. Bye, all you sick fucks with your disgusting pee-pee talk and all that. Anyway, whatever. Bye-bye. Bye. Waiting for the song to end. Bye.